I was involved in the start of Ironman Cairns. My role back then was Senior Project Manager, and that's evolved through the years. Before we had Ironman Cairns, the region had never had a major event, no recognised major event. Since then, it has boomed with major events. So the city of Cairns didn't really know triathlon, let alone an Ironman. So when we first told the region that we were closing down that Captain Cook Highway, like it was just such a foreign thought to people.
Year one, I guess a lot of people didn't know what this race was all about, and that was a challenging time for us producing it, and also for the locals trying to work out what this was. Year two, they had a reference point. They understood what the event was about, loved it. By year three, Cairns had embraced it to the point of our half-distance event, the 70.3. Now, the teams component of that is the largest of any 70.3 event we have in Oceania, and that's all Cairns locals becoming part of the event.
One of the biggest positives that come out of it, it's more than a race. What it means for the community here, what it means to the destination. If you aren't an athlete, for the non-event community, they honestly love this event coming to town just as much as an athlete or an age group athlete loves to come here and do it.
Well, it's the site of my first Ironman, so it's definitely special to me personally, but also it's probably one of the most scenic Ironmans there is in the world. It's just the atmosphere of that tropical environment. The Ironman Cairns race is really set up for a tourism racing experience, and you're not far at all from like quite a number of really enjoyable experiences, whether that's the tablelands or heading out to the reef or some of the, the local gorges and falls and things.
After the race, that's all done. It's time to chill out and enjoy what we have around us. So to be here in Cairns couldn't be any more perfect, really. And in particular, I'm looking to head out to Fitzroy Island after the race and maybe do some hot air ballooning or something on the Atherton tablelands.
Whatever passion people have for this place is built around the reef and the uniqueness of that, the great tropical climate that we live in, the rainforest. It's just a special place of the world, and as I've grown older and as I've travelled a fair bit around the world, there is no place in the world that's prettier. I've been associated with Ironman now for 8 years. Personally, I'd like to see that be around for a lot more years. I hope it is. I guess I always sort of thought I might just be able to make an Ironman at my age. But well, at the finish line, I'll be there clapping like everybody else.
For this race, we really pride ourselves on our international participants. Obviously, the destination really warrants that. We've got great in and out flights to the region, but the Japanese athletes is something that as a company we've worked really hard to give them not only a great race, but an experience. We engaged a local athlete called Jack Fukushima. He's lived in Cairns for a long time. He has done Ironman himself, but he is there as our Japanese representative. He does the briefings. He's often there on race day.
日本人の方がここのケアンズを選ぶ理由の一つとしてアクセスのすごく簡単だっていうことがあるんですけども、それ以上にやっぱりこのオーストラリアの雰囲気、あとはもう2つの世界遺産がありますので、レースの後にグリーン島とかミコマスケとかですね、海の方に行って楽しんだり、あとは熱帯雨林の方に行き、そちらの方の
I have so many fond memories working with the likes of David Ray. I mean, he's just been such a major part of this race from day one. Every year, if not every 2 years, we've had different race directors. To sit with them and know that they want the best course for their athletes is, I don't know, like for me, it's a really proud moment, and it's something I get quite emotional about, to be honest.
We've evolved continuously here, and a lot of that has been due to the success and popularity of the event. We've got bigger and bigger, so therefore we've got to keep on expanding the event. It's loved by the Ironman community. We've seen that. It's become a must-do race, both within the Oceania region and externally.
We're extremely lucky with the Ironmans, I think, in Australia, and Cairns, outside of going to Kona, I think it's the best Ironman in the world, in my opinion. There's been a few memorable moments in Cairns, obviously with Liz racing, so shooting, when she won, I think her second and third titles there was obviously pretty special for us.
There's quite a few factors about Cairns that make it stand out and make it special. riding along the coast up to Port Douglas. You know, you're riding past World Heritage rainforest. Swim start there at Palm Cove is such a beautiful place to start. You know, you're always waking up, standing on the beach and the sun's coming up, looking around palm trees and, you know, it's balmy warm.
Everyone knows that. Anyone who's been to an Ironman finish line, it's quite a special time for the athletes, for the staff, because you're coming to an end of a period where everything's been leading towards that one day.
You can see that finish line behind us. Take away all the barricades and all the signage, that's the car park there. But on Sunday night, that's the field of dreams for everybody. We create that. That's pretty special.
アイアンマンは一人で走るもなく、みんなでゴールを目指すと、みんなのプッシュがあって初めてゴールができるという部分が、アイアンマンレースの醍醐味だなと思うんですけども、最後フィニッシュラインのところを走ってゴールをした際に。
So I know we're doing a great job, not just for our athletes that start and finish the race, but the legacy and the emotions and the atmosphere that we're creating and leaving in the town itself.